live. I seen the last. I saw the last 5 seconds. Just kind of kicking back on it. Dun, dun. Oh, I can hear myself. Give me a second. Is there? I need to. How did I fix the last time? Andrew, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
I think whenever I talk, I hear myself echo. I don't know if it's. You know what it is? Oh, that's why. I was listening to myself on the other stream. I was on my other stream on my other window. Listening to myself.
So we're good now.
Yes, we should be. We should be able to see the comments. How we see. Yeah, man, we've been streaming for like the last 90 seconds overall. Now, if you open up like a new window and you put it on Twitch, you should be able to copy that or go to share. There should be like a little button that says share as well. I'm gonna share everywhere too. What do you think? Yeah, we'll take a minute to share things.
Yeah.
We'll officially start the show at 8:00. It's about 2 minutes. But it shows retail therapy. Shows the rebirth therapy. But I want this. Give me a second. I'm gonna change that everywhere though. No, it's there. That's weird. Okay, now I just update it. Oh, nice, man. This is super dope. All jokes aside, this is some pretty dope stuff. And last time we just shared the screen, right? That's what we did last time.
Yeah. There's a lot to talk about, right?
Yep. What's on it now? So I'm gonna give you the link. I'm gonna post the link on, and I should be able to share it into. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. First things first, man. So just real quick, we got a couple of viewers into it, but while people start getting to it, we'll introduce ourselves. My name is Francis. I am IntheBox Collection. This is my podcast in which we'll be talking sports, basketball, football, everything else for it. We need to do another video for football because we definitely got to talk about the playoffs. So we might put that one into it, but today, James Harden, big trade. I have my boy Andrew keeps me hustling straight out of Bubblegum Leather.
What's up?
Introduce yourself, man.
Just hanging out in the Bubblegum basement, talking some hoops. Always excited to hang out with Francis.
Always fun, man. I think last time it didn't seem like we were going at it for like an hour, I want to say.
Yeah, well, I think it was going to be 30 minutes.
Right, but we got into it. We talked about Cole Anthony. We talked about basketball. We talked about the cards into the card values for it. And today, I think today we're a little bit more focused. We got some more banners. We're a little more into it. But yeah, man, I got another minute of sharing things, and then we can get it started. That is not the group name. I'm sharing it to Rocky Monster Sports Cars. We can get some viewers on Twitch. We got the wife. You about to get it? Nana, you want me to give you the link?
Yes.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me give you. I just shared it to Rocky Monster Sports Cars.
Okay.
You might be able to see it there. And the wife is Tessie's my producer, so she wants to make sure that everything that I'm doing is on cue. That's why the lighting right now it's on point. Believe it or not, the lighting is on point. She had me try different angles, man. It was crazy, man. So Tessie's producing the show. Right. All right, so everything should be looking pretty good. I'm gonna share it to one more place, and then we'll get it going, man.
So I'm watching it.
Are you watching it? Can you leave a comment and see if it works? So Tessie's gonna leave a comment, and you see the comments in the comment section on the right side, right?
Yeah, I have the link now. I'm good.
I guess there's another Tessie about this.
I am so sorry there's no touch for this. All right, man, let's get it going. All right, cool. IntheBox Collection. Francis, if you guys been watching since 3 minutes ago, we just been kicking it. The official show happens. The official show just started right now. And yeah, we are here to we're going to talk some NBA hoops. The name of today's episode is the IntheBox NBA Harden trade reaction, NBA talks, rookies and cards, right? Our first topic of the day. You ready for the first topic of the day? Boom.
We're ready.
James Harden trade reaction. I got the. I don't know. Do you know the specs of it? Like who was traded, who went where, and everything else for it?
I do.
Okay. Yeah.
I can run through it. It's nuts though. There's a lot of players and a lot of picks.
Oh my god, it's like they I don't even know where they came up with so many picks from. Like I have no idea where they got so many picks from.
A full-on surrender by the Rockets. That's the surrender of the century.
I thought it was funny when he went. I was watching it this morning, and James Harden's like, "Yo, we're just not good enough, right?" And I'm like, "Yo, you could have just said that you could have just put your house up for sale. You didn't have to go out there and like offend the whole team on your way out."
Yeah, way to burn your bridges.
Yeah, like I don't know about you, but I would hate to have DeMarcus Cousins on the next game that they play on two straight nights. This guy fouled LeBron James and they didn't care for it. He was like, whatever. You got me a ring, but I didn't really play. Wait, he didn't get a ring. He got waived. He didn't get a ring. He got waived. He got released with what you call it. Oh man.
And after the trading deadline, a buyout.
So you know what? Maybe I will be mad at LeBron James too, because come on, bro. How are you going to like trade this man after he, in a sense, gave him to you? Okay, so before we get off track, right? So the details to the details of the trade. Do you want to give it to the people, or do you want me to give it to the people?
I can give it to the people, and you can put it on the screen. So,
all right, perfect.
Here's the big deal.
I'll put in the. I wonder if we can get like an image of it. Give me a second. Let me see if I can get like an official.
Sure.
I was on Instagram and I found the perfect picture on Instagram. And I'll share the screen for it. Look for an image. I swear to God, like at the end of the day, like Instagram has like the best. You know what? We are going to go to Instagram. Why not? Because why not, right? Why not go kick it on Instagram?
So here, I can read through it while you're putting it up. So Houston gets Victor Oladipo, Dante Exum, Ranyans Curix, 4 first-round picks, 4 first-round pick swaps, and those swaps come from a variety of teams. Then Jared Allen and Taurean Prince go to Cleveland, and the Pacers got Karis LeVert and a second-round pick. So obviously the big part of that trade is James Harden, but that's a heck of a lot of players and a heck of a lot of picks moving around.
It's crazy that the Nets, like, to me, the crazy thing about it is like the Nets, they gave up what I want to say, like almost everybody in the team. Like you gave up, what was you, like a 7-man now you have a 7-man rotation, like maybe 7-man rotation after that. I mean, what even happens to that? Like what do you do? Like I don't even know how to go about it. Like I'm trying to find the ESPN article for it, but it's not my computer.
Well, the crazy part is they have 2 of their starting 5 not even able to play. Like you said, we should go suit up, Francis. I think it's
the boy Bennett's here. Bennett's in the chat room. Shout out to Bennett. Hey, Bennett, you were supposed to come here with us. If you want to come kick it, I'll send you the link right now. You can come kick it with us. He's a big Celtics fan. And yet, like, you know, aside from the fact that, aside from the simple fact, let me see if it will just let me share this. I have it right here. Maybe it'll allow me to do the image for it. I have the image, and of course it doesn't let me do it because, you know, it's Twitch, not Twitch, but it's okay. Can you see the image? No?
No, it's just your desktop.
It's just my desktop. Okay, give me a second. I'll do one better, which is I have it on a PowerPoint presentation because I know how to cheat the system now. So give me a second. I'll stop that one.
Bennett wants you to thank David Griffin.
Right.
David Griffin, the Pels GM. Which
is like, here's my thing about it. and check how ghetto this thing is. So I got a PowerPoint, and this is it gives us the whole into it, like the whole PowerPoint concept of the whole explanation for it of how it all went down. So just like you said, when the Cavs get Allen and they get Taurean Prince, Rockets get Oladipo, XM, some guy, and 4 first-round picks, 4 pick swaps. First of all, where did all these pick swaps and everything came from? Where did the Pelicans come from? Like this team were nowhere like looking to trade anybody, and now they just I don't even know. I have no idea. Bennett said shout out David Griffith. Just like you said, I don't even know, man. Like, why do you think the Cavs did the Cavs even give up anybody aside from like Dente Exum? But is that really someone to the?
There's no downside for them though. They get Jared Allen. They didn't give up much.
But I think, in my opinion, like Jared Allen loses this trade because Jared Allen now
he has to live in Cleveland now.
Yeah, he has to live in Cleveland, and on top of that, he's now behind Andre Drummond, which is kind of like the same thing of being behind DeAndre Jordan. It's not fun. Like Jared Allen deserves to be a starter, right? I wonder if I can show. Oh yeah, I can show the tweets. So I can show the comments. So Bennett said they gave up nothing and got 2 quality players and a potential franchise center. That is true. Like Taurean Prince is no scrub. Yeah. So props to him. Bennett says Drummond's going out. Bennett, do you want to join the stream? And I'll send you the link right now. Tell me if you want to join the stream for us so we can do it. Andrew, tell me, like, would you have made this trade? Is this something that you would have done?
Well, I guess it depends on which team we're talking about. From the Pacers' perspective, why not? Victor's leaving at the end of the year anyway. I mean, it didn't really matter, right? He wasn't coming back. For the Cavs, same thing. What'd they give up? It's cool, whatever. But if you're the Nets, man, that's a lot of unhappy and grumpy people all on the same team. When Kyrie and James Harden and Kevin Durant, I just don't see how those personalities are going to work. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. From the Rockets' perspective, it's a total give up. It's just a surrender. They just are saying we're going to start over.
Well, I think even I completely and entirely agree with you. Like they just rolled over and die. I hate that expression, but at the same time, that is exactly what they did. They were like, we can't fight this anymore. The media is killing us right now. And James Harden is not. But at the same time, do you think this was self-inflicted by the Rockets? I got a couple questions. The Rockets, right? They knew that he wanted out, right? But they refused to let him go. They wanted to do the whole thing. Let's try it. Let's bring in John Wall. Let's bring in DeMarcus Cousins. Let's bring Christian Wood. None of these guys were, first of all, like in the level of playing ship that James Harden is in the first place. Like these guys are not James Harden at all. But at the same time, because this been avoided by the Rockets. Like, could they have avoided this and made a trade like way earlier? I mean, they had some opportunities, right?
Look at their history, right? I mean, they continue to just think that they can change one piece and then it will get all better. It was Chris Paul, then it was Russell Westbrook, and then it was John Wall. And now I think they finally are waving the white flag, right? They're saying, okay, we're just going to start over.
I mean, I do like. There was rumors of a trade that was involving Philly. We were talking about earlier in the card group. It involved Philly and some of the. It was Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey. I was happy about it because I have a whole bunch of like Tyrese Maxey cards, so I would have definitely been down to like give up my card, so that would check out be great. I mean, could the Rockets really be winning though, and like in the long term? They got rid of an unhappy player. They're giving Christian Wood, who's having like a breakout, like dude is breaking out everywhere. Like he definitely deserves a lot more credit. Now they didn't like lose anybody special. And they got Oladipo, which I know you don't like, but at the same time, he's serviceable.
Yeah, I mean, he'll play hard. The fans will like him until he says something bad about their city.
Wait, did Oladipo say something bad about Indiana?
I not specifically, but in not so many words.
No. Okay. You gotta tell me. You told me you were gonna go on off Oladipo before we started, so I want to hear, like, tell me the concept. Why are you so happy that Oladipo's left? Is it because he had one good year and then got injured?
No, so okay. I never blame an injury. I mean, that's, like that could happen to anyone. So I don't hold that against him at all. More so, it's the fact that over and over when they needed him the most, he just didn't show up. So, after he came back from being hurt, he took much longer than, they said it was going to take. I understand that happens, but then we go back into the bubble. And now all of a sudden he doesn't want to play because of COVID. And then next thing you know, now he doesn't want to play here because it's his last year and he doesn't have a new contract. It's just one thing after another with the guy. He's always got a reason why he doesn't want to play. So I'm happy to have Caris LeVert now. I think he's awesome. I've liked him ever since he was a rookie, and I can't wait to watch him play on the Pacers. I'm stoked.
Now, so for the Pacers, we have Sabonis is the best player.
Yeah.
Is Sabonis still going to be the best player, or could Caris LeVert take on, I want to say, like, that responsibility in a sense, like take that on? Do you think that, I don't want to, okay, this is what I really want to say. When your best player is Sabonis, I think you guys are in trouble. Malcolm Brogdon is great. He should be their best player, but he's so underrated all around, calm. Like, he doesn't seem like he's your star player, right? He just doesn't give out that vibe for it, which there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I really like Malcolm Brogdon, but from looking at it from a perspective for, like, hey, if you need a shot, who are you going to go to, Brogdon or Sabonis? More than likely you go to Sabonis, right? So that puts him as your number one guy in a sense. What do you think about that? Like, are the Pacers a threat with Sabonis as the number one guy, or are they just mid-tier team with role players, which they were before and now they are still? But
well, I think you look at it this way. I mean, you can't run last-second shot play for Sabonis every single game. Like, there's a limited amount of things he can do in that situation. You bring in a guy like LeVert, that's a different look. He can make the three. He can create his own shot. So now that's maybe you're not going to Sabonis every single time. Maybe that's like a shared thing. But I don't, even as a fan, I don't see that putting them into the top three. Or, still think they're in the middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack. So did they okay, so they definitely did not get worse because they gave up Oladipo, who's been on a down year, of both on and off the court. His music career is going up the roof. Oh, by the way, this is Andrew. What's
up, dude?
He's a huge Celtics fan, so now we're going to have to add a banner so we can talk about the Celtics for it, because the Celtics, I'm going to let you tell him because then I'm going to attack tackle fall.
I will be back in like 2 seconds. Hang on.
Sounds good. All right, so the Pacers did not get worse. They did not get better. Do you think it was worth it for the Nets? Like, do you think, given everything they just gave up for the Nets, do you think it was worth it?
We won't know till the postseason, right? If they lose in the first round, definitely not.
Right. And I'm not saying that they're going to. Like, even without Harden, there were still like conference finals, championship contenders. Like, but I'll tell you. I'll tell you exactly what I'm thinking about. Whenever I look at this team, I'll tell you exactly what I'm thinking about. And because we don't own the full membership of StreamYard just yet, because we're still building a community, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about every time that I think about this trade, and I'm going to put it on back on PowerPoint, because why not, right? All right, so I want to erase that one. This is amazing. My PowerPoint skills are, bro. Thank you. All right, you ready for this? You guys ready for this? Boom. I'm also going to bring Michael back in. Look at this. This is exactly when I think about the Nets right now. This is what I see. This is exactly what I see. We got Darren Williams being Kyrie, and he was having a bit of an off year, right? We have Paul Pierce, who was extremely unhappy where he was with the Celtics, and Michael can be a vouch to this. And that's James Harden. We have a combination of between Joe Johnson and Kevin Garnett.
ISO Joe.
Yeah, ISO Joe is like Kevin Garnett is completely entirely unstoppable. Like this guy is completely entirely unstoppable. Like nobody can stop KD. Like nobody can deny that either, except for like LeBron or I don't know the Warriors. But this is what I think about. This is what I think about whenever I think about this team. Like, am I right? Am I wrong? Am I somewhere close? Or
so with you saying that these teams are, so comparable, are you expecting the same outcome with these two?
I mean, kind of. I wouldn't be surprised. Like if somebody was like, if somebody asked me, "Hey man, will you bet money on the Nets?" and I'd be like, "No, like I can't." Like there's a little voice in the back of my head that says, "No, man, the Nets will be the Nets." Just like the 76ers will be the 76ers. Like a week ago, did we not have the 76ers as one of the top teams in the NBA? And what happened?
I mean, you're not going to lose any ratings out of it.
Right. It looks fun on paper. Like, Andrew, you play 2K, right?
I do. Not well, but I play.
Tell me you would now pick up a team with, like, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving in your starting lineup. Like, it's what the Thunder had, but, like completely and entirely, like.
Well,
this is a Thunder 2.0.
That's more they trade for Russell Westbrook now, right?
The Russell Westbrook. Yeah, right. I mean, would you take Kyrie or Russell Westbrook? Maybe that's another thing of the question for it. I mean,
well, Kyrie's not playing, so right now I would take Russell Westbrook.
which is another question that I have. It's like, by the way, I'm putting the standings up because I want to talk about this real quick. Because we are talking about the Pacers and we're talking about the Nets into it. Can you guys see it? I hope that people can see it. But really, we're looking at the Eastern Conference and we're going to move down into it. So how is Kyrie? Andrew, you were talking about it earlier. Like, how is Kyrie going to take this whole movement? It's like, where was Kyrie this whole time?
Someone just sent me a story that he's like super unhappy about it, which surprise, right? Like that's like the least shocking news ever.
That is true. That is completely and entirely
true. I think for
mean,
Kyrie to have a valid say in anything that happens with the Nets, he at least has to be with the team. So,
that's
like
cold.
Realistically, like you wanted to have a say with it, you're a superstar. Be with your team. Don't vanish for 4 games to go to a birthday party.
Oh, where was it? What was it like a couple of days ago when he didn't play, and his reasoning for not playing was just that he didn't want to play? Was that it?
Yeah, he's been gone for 4 games, though. And then right after the 4th game, they had a video of him at a birthday party.
I mean, like, wow. Andrew, what do you think about, like, Kyrie just saying, you know what, I can ball out. I can go to a birthday party.
I mean, not my personal move, but I don't know. Respect. I mean, no judgment.
Happy birthday.
So we're talking about Kyrie not being happy with this move, but shouldn't him and James Harden be like on par with each other? One leaves for a party in Atlanta, the other leaves for a birthday party.
Maybe one of them didn't get invited to it. Like maybe that was the deal for it.
Well, the story that I was sent says he's not even mad about the Harden trade. He's furious because he can't stand Steve Nash.
What? Steve Nash?
Is it because Steve Nash is calling him out on his bullshit?
Steve Nash may only be like a sports. But I don't even. We got to stop talking about Kyrie. Like, we're not going to get any ratings talking about Kyrie, mostly because of the simple fact that
don't little kids like him though. Like, don't little kids like Kyrie? Isn't that like a thing? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, if that's the viewership we're going with, I think I need to mute my mic here.
We'll just stream now. Just shut it down.
Yeah, I just thank you guys for watching In the Box. We'll be back next week, maybe, if we can survive whatever just happened. All right, you know what? We're going to move on to the trade. So we talked about the trade reaction. We talked about it. We talked about who won the trade. Really quick. Christian Wood won the trade because now he's going to get the ball more often. Karis LeVert, he should have been the number one guy for the Nets. This is my opinion. He should have been the number one guy back when D'Angelo Russell was there, right? But he was out with the injury, came back. D'Angelo Russell was gone. He, like, right after he left into it. Karis LeVert, I think he's going to be great with the Pacers. Who else got traded? Jarrett Allen, I feel bad for him. He just keep going from, like, worst to worst situation. Like, I would hate to be playing against behind Andre Drummond. It's just not a positive for him. He needs to go to the Celtics where they will use him because they need a center, right, Michael?
Why do you think we're in talks about PJ Tucker, man?
All right. Okay, so Michael, you're here. You want to talk about your Celtics really quick? I'll put the sentence back up. You can have the floor.
All right. I mean, we can talk about the Celtics, but first off, I want to say I'm very disappointed in you for not throwing the shout out to David Griffin. Because if Drew Holiday didn't bring in those 5 picks, we're not going to be talking about Houston getting 8 picks for James Harden. Like, James Harden's good, but no one's going to mortgage 8 years worth of your future for 2 years of Harden. 3 years, I think, is what he has.
How many picks did the Nets give up when they signed Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Deron Williams, and all those guys? And how many picks did they give up? 4.
If I remember correctly, it was 4. But their mistake was they were all future, minimum 2 years down the road.
Yeah. And now they're stuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like it's the same GM doing like a repeat.
That is crazy. I don't even know. Like, I'm mind blown for the simple fact that it was this morning. There were NBA teams with a shot at something. I don't even know, but I don't know. I think at this point in time, what we got to talk about is like what's next for the NBA and what's the next move for the NBA. How does the NBA react to this? So if a player is just mad, he's just gonna go out there and be like, "Yo, I want to get traded. I'm unhappy with this place. Fuck everybody. Goodbye, DeAndre Cousins. John Wall, you suck. You're the slow. De'Aaron Fox is faster. Christian Wood. I don't even know where Christian Wood was playing last year. Overseas somewhere. I can't really name you any other players that play with the Rockets. Like, can you guys?
I mean, are we gonna ignore Eric Gordon, your homie over there?
Oh yeah. I thought he has to be next. Like,
no, you want to talk about who's next? It's PJ Tucker
to the Celtics.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like that. I think he's better moved than Tristan Thompson.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, we kind of had to do something there.
That is completely entirely true, man. It's something else. Like, I don't know.
You're also forgetting about your boy DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh yeah. See, you think he's gonna get traded next? Like,
no, I'm just saying. You said you couldn't name anyone on the Rockets. He's on the Rockets.
Oh, that's true. So that was my mistake. I'm sorry, DeMarcus Cousins, for mentioning and forgetting that you were on the Rockets because.
He's somewhere watching this stream like, what the hell, guys? Come on now.
Yeah. I almost fought LeBron, almost smacked James Harden, and you forget about me after I was your
You're forgetting about Daniel House's little stripper call girl escapade in the bubble, too.
That dude has my respect. I would never talk bad on him. Like, that dude.
He doesn't have your respect. You couldn't remember him.
Well, kind of. It's Daniel House. The only thing, you know what? I'll be honest with you. Like, the first time that I saw him play, I'm like, dude, Daniel House. Who do I know with the name House? And it took me like an hour to find out. He played for the Celtics.
I can already tell you who you're naming.
Eddie House.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Eddie House, right? I'm like, damn, Eddie House had a kid and he's put him on steroids because Daniel House is like 6'10", and Eddie House was like 5'11".
6'1" if you put him through the 6'1" if you put him through the Wonka Taffy stretcher.
So it took me like a good hour of like Googling, like, man, are they related? Is that Eddie House's kid? I was so happy for him. But I'm happy for Eddie Dino House. I mean, dude's a class act. I mean, but I'm pretty sure he's not gonna make that same mistake twice. It's like, hey, what's a good call girl name? Diamond?
Quisha.
Diamond coming to the stage. We're talking NBA, man. We're not talking about Quisha or anything.
All right.
Like that.
Anyway, to answer your question you were asking first, the real question is does this really shape up anything in the Eastern Conference?
No. It does not. It does not at all.
Because I mean, if you put the standings back up there, where were the Nets at?
I mean, give me a second. What were you saying, Andrew?
I mean, it shook up your cat. That's all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My cat's over here tripping out. Like, what's he gonna do on fantasy basketball? That is what he's worried about. The Eastern Conference, at the top we have the Boston Celtics after being 3-on-3. Yeah, it's cool.
And not playing the last 3 games.
Yeah. You say Abel just call me. Okay, so how does it shake anything up? I mean, obviously the Nets.
I mean, maybe you don't expect the Magic to stay at number 5, so maybe they end up now the 4th best team in the East. But does this really make them better than the Sixers or the Bucks or the Celtics?
I mean, realistically, do the Magic even pass your Pacers? Like, I saw an interesting stat. Like, Karis LeVert takes the exact same amount of shots as Victor Oladipo, except for Karis LeVert showed in the bubble he can be a number 1 option, and you guys kind of have a better supporting cast than he did in the bubble.
I do believe, I do believe that the Pacers did win it. They got rid of Oladipo injury on a downhill because it's nothing against injuries, but it takes time for it. Karis LeVert is younger. He's a better piece with Malcolm Brogdon. He can play off the ball. He can play with the ball. He showed it when he was playing with D'Angelo Russell, with Kyrie Irving. The Pacers put themselves in a really good spot.
Still got Jay Warren knocking down threes in the corner.
Exactly, right? And so the Pacers may not – they definitely did not get worse. Did they get better? We have to see that and see how everything goes into it. Also, one thing that I haven't heard anybody talk about is James Harden plays a specific one play. He has one play which is shoot the 3 or drive and get fouled. How's that going to work out with Steve Nash?
So I got a better question before we even delve into that. Interesting statistic for you. James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. We're not talking this season, we're talking all-time NBA all-time leaders. You have one sitting at 12th, one sitting at 16th, and one sitting at 19th in usage rating. Last time I checked, basketball is a game with one ball. Whose usage rating is going to plummet?
I'm going to have to say Kyrie because he's not there. That would be the obvious answer.
It's a cute little nickname.
Right. You're welcome. I do what I can. Multitasking. Man, you go first, Andrew. You go first. Everybody else?
On the East in general?
Based on the team, who's gonna? I guess the real question that Michael's over here is asking is who's gonna take the last shot, or who's gonna have control of the ball? Is it gonna be Harden? Is it gonna be Kyrie? Or is it gonna be KD? Because honestly, it's tough, but I don't trust. Wait, actually, no, you're wrong. Look at the Warriors. They were able to do it. They were able to handle a whole bunch of shooters, a whole bunch of guys. And actually,
Thompson never dribbles, though.
Yeah, that's true. My bad.
You have Thompson, remove one of those 3. Kyrie, James Harden, KD. Remove one of those 3 and just reinsert Joe Harris into there. And you're basically giving them Klay Thompson. Just not as good of a defender.
I really wanted to make an argument for it, and I really wanted to defend them, but I can't. It's there's no way that I can be yo, I'm gonna. I'll be lying to say that this team is going to go somewhere and they don't know what they're going to do. And Steve Nash, maybe Kyrie's out. Maybe Kyrie will be part of the trade that, takes PJ Tucker to the Celtics. Kyrie will end up going to the Pelicans in some random Warrior trade and brings Eric Bledsoe to the Nets. And maybe that was David Griffith's bigger plan. Put Kyrie Irving next to Zion
What would be
Williamson.
great is if Kyrie went to Minnesota, because you never hear about them. He can go there, and then we'll never have to hear from him again. I would be
From
fine
Kyrie.
with that. Bring D'Angelo back to Brooklyn.
He was legit there, and yeah, I mean they have Anthony Edwards now, so they really need D'Angelo Russell. So who's balling out?
That's a team that doesn't know where they're going. That's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, I feel like we could spend hours talking about the Timberwolves.
But they do so many. Yeah, rookies. They drafted Anthony Edwards.
They wasted their star. They wasted their prized possession of a draft pick from a few years ago in Cat.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's Dominican, so I have to defend him. Don't put me against the wall, man, against my own people.
Oh, no. I'm not bashing Karl Anthony Towns at all. Karl Anthony Towns is great. He just needs a better franchise to play for.
The Knicks?
Honestly, you swap Mitchell Robinson and Cat, and the Knicks will honestly be a playoff team in the East.
I'm going to be honest with you. The Knicks playing in the East are not really that far from being a playoff team. Anything could happen there.
Look at where they're at right now.
Yeah, I could put it back up.
Get your Julius Randle rookie cards ready. I
got to connect for you for Knicks cards. Just let me know.
By the way, I don't want to sound like I'm a horrible person. So every time that I ship over to you, Andrew, I ship out with you some Obi Toppin, some Joey Vottos, right? And every time that I ship out, I close it out, I tape it up, drop it off. I get back home and there's a fucking Obi Toppin, Joey Votto on my desk. I'm like, where does these people come from? Every single time. I don't even know. But you know what? We have transitioned into cards, just kind of random because of what we do. We all collect cards. So we'll talk about how does this trade affect their card value? First things first, where is Kyrie Irving's card value, right? Did it drop? Did it go down? Where is James Harden's card value? When it comes, because we're in this hobby, we have fun into it. But for the most part, who are we selling? Are we selling Kyrie? Are we selling James Harden? Is it worthwhile to keep any James Harden Rockets cards or no? Just
send them to me, especially if they're one of ones or autographed. If you want to get rid of them, that's fine.
Oh, that is a perfect answer.
So I honestly think James Harden card value is going to take a bigger hit than Kyrie's, because James Harden, what does he do outside of, basketball? Go to strip clubs and party. Kyrie Irving, he has the market value of still being Uncle Drew. You can ask somebody who Uncle Drew was, and a lot of people could point Kyrie Irving out.
Did you guys watch the movie? Was it good? I didn't watch it.
Terrible acting, but funny.
Related now after Michael's last comment, so I'm just going to sit this one out.
Fair enough.
So Michael, will you just come out here to be a savage? Is that what you're coming to do? It's I'm going to go into box collection. I'm just going to just savage on everybody.
No, I told you, dude. You may have came at me last minute with this, but
no, we've been talking about it all day.
No, yeah, all day.
He came in ready.
He came ready.
For me, I play with water at my job. What else am I going to do? Think sports, play sports?
We're going to do that later off the channel. We're going to...
Next podcast, how to handle water with Michael.
Don't worry, I'll tell you how to dig a hole.
Oh, man.
I gotta entertain myself somehow, and quite frankly, there's been a lot of basketball talk today, and it's been very reassuring for my mind at work.
All right, man. So I wasn't ready for Michael to come in here, man. He can't. We were supposed to be kicking it, but Michael's been out here all hateful. But it's okay.
I'm not
We
being
like
hateful. I'm not being hateful.
It's been a good
Alright.
conversation.
I know, right?
I'm just happy James Harden didn't come to.
To the Celtics.
I'm just happy James Harden didn't go to the Boston.
Kemba. Speaking of Boston, Kemba's on his way back, right?
Yeah, he should be back in the next 2 weeks.
Celtics are the top of the East. I'll show you guys. I can put it back.
Francis, I got to roll, man. Michael's gonna have to take us home.
Oh, for real? Where you going, man?
I gotta roll up and make some dinner.
All right, man. Well, thanks for happening to the podcast. Really appreciate it. We'll be on it for about another 20 minutes tops for it. Really appreciate it hopping, man. Always appreciate it, you, especially what you do with Bubblegum and Leather. Do you want to say your final early thoughts so that way that people know who you are and where to find you with your 7,000 items on eBay when you see you balling out every day?
Well, I want to keep doing this. I hope the people like it. It's been fun. I like Michael.
Yeah.
You're welcome to join us anytime, man. This is good stuff.
Don't worry, I'll be swinging by your channel, man.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you guys, and we'll catch you next time, man. Thanks for the opportunity, Francis.
Anytime, man. And by the way, the people who are watching, listening to it later on into it, make sure you guys check out Mr. Andrew with Bubblegum and Leather. He also has a great podcast on Spotify. The intro came out. I'm looking forward to it as both as a listener and as a person that does a podcast with you, because, man, I like what you do for work. So thanks for showing up. Have a good dinner.
Appreciate it.
All right. So it's just us, man. So now we're here. Since you you were supposed to be here with me. When was it? Last week?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah,
Friday.
And you met last Friday. So, you want to talk about Taco Fall or not yet?
Man, we need to admit the jury's still out on that boy.
But Taco Tuesday was a success. He has not.
Dude, it was more than a success.
My man over here has played 2 games. 2 games.
I mean, that block on Westbrook. He didn't even leave the ground. He just stuck his hand up. Said, "Hey man, what's up? High five me."
Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Give me a second. I'll go back to it. Give me a second. I was on the wrong window. Why do I have that window open? I have so many windows. All right, so I was looking at the stats for the Celtics for the roster, and my man, and I'll show you what I was looking at. When it comes down to it, why? My man over here, Taco Fall. This is what I was looking at. 2 points. 2 games. It's averaging 3 points. One huge highlight with the block on Mr. Russell Westbrook, who's when he gets a triple-double, the Wizards lose. So there's that.
I mean, can we just talk about how when he plays, they lose?
They won 3 games, did they? They're 3 games.
Yeah, they're but 2 of those wins came when he wasn't playing. So who's more of a cancer, Russell Westbrook or Kyrie Irving? Like, who would you take if you had to take the worst of the both Eagles? All right, you already know I'm biased with this question. I feel like you're setting me up here.
Of course, this is what you gave me time to warm up. All
right.
So Andrew bounced. So now we gotta pick up the game up. And me and Andrew, we weren't ready for it. Like it took me a couple minutes. And I'm sure if Andrew would have been here, he would have been like, all right, now we're all on the same page right here, same air filter. So there you go, man. There you go.
All right. So I'm gonna take Westbrook. The whole fact is, Kyrie Irving.
Okay. Wait.
No, this is the one sole fact.
I'll let you finish before, because I go ahead.
Westbrook can be a pure point guard.
Yes.
The real question is, can Kyrie be a true teammate?
Ooh, which he did it. He was now with the Cavaliers. He was not.
He's showing right now. He was a good teammate. I'll give him he was a decent teammate with LeBron. But that's because you have to let LeBron do LeBron things.
I don't think you can be a bad teammate with LeBron. If not, you get traded.
He's not going to let you. general manager LeBron's going to come out, and you're going to be finding a new team.
Right, which that was pretty quick.
Suddenly, you're going to be playing with the Timberwolves.
Do you really want to do that? Damn, Deion Waiters. How does Deion Waiters make a bad impression on LeBron James? And like, I left out, buddy. Like he was in.
Did you see Oklahoma City Deion Waiters where he was in shape, playing decent? Did you see Cleveland Deion Waiters where it looked like he had 3 kids and forgot how to work out?
He looked like me.
Like you might as well just go get in a tanning booth and throw on a jersey and you can pass for Deion.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Deion Waiters looked like me when I was having my first kid. When I was benching 315, but I was weighing 215. So that evens out.
Anyway, Kyrie cannot prove that he can be a good teammate,
nor a good leader.
Let's not even get into his leadership.
Yes. Okay.
Westbrook can be a pure point guard. Westbrook can also, he has that takeover factor about him. Kyrie does have the same takeover factor. He can wow you, take over, but he's also going to dribble 23 seconds with the shot clock out.
It's true.
Now, do I want Westbrook hitting an open teammate as he drives to the lane, or getting fouled? The biggest thing with Westbrook is you're going to have to get him to buy out of taking 37-foot 3-pointers and mid-range, and his random mid-range pull-ups when he has when he has Taj Gibson on it.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go pull up some more facts for this play.
I'm gonna be honest, but if you put Taj Gibson on me, I would ball out. If Taj Gibson was playing defense on me, I would definitely it would be like a bucket and a foul every time. Just saying. Why would I even take a jump shot? Exactly.
And I put that on the coaches. I mean, obviously Russell Westbrook's got that aura about him. He was an MVP candidate. He won MVP, averaged a triple-double for the season. He has that about him. Now, the thing is can you get a coach to get him to step back? Can you find a LeBron for him?
Which is not going to happen because I just think that he's too far damage overall.
At this point, yes. But at the same time, would you rather have a Russell Westbrook running around your team?
No, I would definitely take a Russell Westbrook. I would take a Russell Westbrook, and you give me. I just don't. Okay, I can't. I like guys that can close out the game. I know Kyrie can close out the game, but Russell Westbrook cannot close out the game. And he needs to be number 2 to somebody. He needs to be number 2 that I want Russell Westbrook to take a step back, not because it's the right thing to do as a teammate to let your other teammates shine. Because I want the number 1 guy to be I want Russell Westbrook to play with Giannis. If Russell Westbrook and Giannis played, can you imagine that? I mean, maybe that's a stretch.
I was gonna say, who are you putting around them? Because 2 no shooters now.
So what, man? Foul.
You're looking at an a la Philadelphia.
That's true. I do believe that. But I want to see Russell Westbrook. You see his attitude, his in-court presence, his leadership. That dude will get you hype. The problem is that after he gets you hype, he's so hype himself that he's going to take a 37-foot 3-pointer, and it's not going to work when he should just be driving the basketball or take a mid-range heat check or whatever. Man, I might be a Russell Westbrook fan, or maybe you just put me in situations. I want to defend this guy. I want to defend Russell Westbrook. I'm having a hard time doing it because, come on, man, it's Russell Westbrook.
But I mean, what's funny here is, are you defending him or are you trying to prove my point for me? Because I'm pretty sure I chose Westbrook.
Yeah, by defending him, I'm proving your points for you. I don't want to root for Kyrie. I would definitely take Westbrook over Kyrie, and I'll take Dame Lillard over both of them. So an option.
If I had a hat on, I would take it off to you.
I do what I can. I definitely do what I can.
But let's loop this back around for you to answer your thing about Taco Fall. I'm also gonna, like I told you the other day off stream, Listen to an unhealthy amount of Celtics podcasts.
Unhealthy amount. I can make that a banner for you. Check it out. I'll put Michael's unhealthy amount of Celtics podcasts. Which one? Perspective? What's a good word for you?
Insight.
I love it. I'm gonna capitalize
anyway.
Insight. Yeah, you keep going. I got you.
The Celtics have an assistant coach. His name's Jay Larinaga. Now, obviously, I live in Idaho, so I'm not watching the Celtics practice at all. But this guy, apparently, word on the street has it from their beat reporters that this guy can outshoot Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker in shooting contests. He just happens to be short, so he can't play ball.
Okay, so wait,
hang on.
Started talking about Taco Fall, right?
Hang on. That's exactly. Let me get to my point.
Yes.
Of all assistant coaches Brad Stevens could put with Taco Fall, he puts a shooting coach with Taco Fall. And when I first heard this last year, it kind of made me laugh. And I was like, here we go. Like, Taco Fall is going to be sitting in the corner chucking up threes. Me and Francis are going to be laughing about this. But rewind to last year when Taco Fall came in, he would get one good stretch. He would sprint the floor one time. He'd come back. He's exhausted. You'd never see him again.
That's why they were trying to teach him how to swim, like work on his cardio. People were like, "Oh, they're trying to teach him how to swim. Oh, he doesn't know how to swim." Like, no, man. There's a purpose to this concept.
Yeah.
Swimmers have good cardio. Swimmers spend a lot of the time like working on their breathing so they can get from the swim side of the pool. That was the strategy. Nobody saw that. I'm over here like, that's smart. I like it.
Anyway, Jared Larinaga, he also had Taco Fall. The whole concept behind him working with him was good shooters tend to have good footwork.
Yes. So ballet classes.
They were having him work with this assistant coach to have him work on his footwork while also working on his cardio, which is why if you look at the highlights of that game the other day, all of his screens and dribble handoffs looked crisper.
So what you're telling me is that Taco Fall is like a Pokemon. You just gotta evolve him and train him to be a Charizard.
Yeah. He's over here. He's like he's a Bulbasaur for you.
He's a Bulbasaur, right? And just slow and steady, just like I don't want to move.
No, so like what's funny? So Boston has an issue after a made basket. They don't like to get back and play defense after they have a make.
Only Jaylen Brown does that because Marcus Smart, even now that he can shoot, he doesn't even play defense anymore. Let's be honest over here.
So if we're gonna talk about Marcus Smart, his entire time playing, he's never really actually defended the primary point of it. If you ever watch Celtics defense, Marcus Smart's almost always on the back line, and they have him there for a reason. In the aspect of he's your linebacker. He's calling out the play to you.
Yeah,
he's telling everybody like, "Hey, this is going here. This is going here. Watch this, guys. Here's a steal."
But just like a linebacker, he's not really doing much. He's more like he's playing I Spy on Lamar Jackson and watching him run the other side. Like, hey, he's gone.
Except for with Marcus Smart playing your linebacker, you're not watching Lamar Jackson run away. He's telling you, hey, Lamar Jackson's running over here. Like, kind of. He's telling people to give him at least a fair chance.
It's not going to stop him, but I guess that's true. It is a fair chance. So Lamar Jackson can get traded away from the Celtics, or not yet. Not Lamar Jackson. Marcus Smart. He's going to get traded away from the Celtics, or
no. He's going to stay, and the sole reason is
you okay.
Rewind back to Danny Ainge playing. Does anybody remember anything about Danny Ainge playing ball?
No.
I had to go and search highlights of Danny Ainge playing ball as a Celtics fan.
This is where that warning at the banner says Michael's unhealthy amount of Celtics podcast inside. I'm going to leave this banner here so you can get it.
Anyway, Danny,
look at how it looks.
He was never really good at a whole lot of anything.
No.
But he was good at harassing players.
Huh.
That's exactly what Marcus Smart is.
I agree. But you see, I like when Marcus Smart is out there just like talking smack, trying to get your blood flowing, like on defense. Like the dude is bulky. Like he goes to the gym when he should be shooting, or he used to be. Not anymore.
Coach, go put up 400 shots.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go deadlift 400. Yeah, watch this.
He deadlifts 400, which it makes sense. I mean, have you seen him like? He has been able. He's not going to get backed down by any center in the NBA. There's not anybody who can back him down. But then he like started shooting, and then wait. By the way, I want to give credit real quick. Speaking of Marcus Smart, because I hate a lot of Marcus Smart, but I want to give credit to Marcus Smart. The boy Marcus Smart is leading the Celtics in assists with 6.4. Now, is this sad or is this?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you. This tells me how much you actually pay attention to how Boston plays.
Yeah, of course.
Because Marcus Smart has always been a good passer since he came out of college.
I mean, you can't shoot. You have to know how to pass, obviously.
So the issue with how everything was being played out is Marcus Smart has always had a better guard on the team than him.
Yes.
He's had Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker. I mean, you could even argue Terry Rozier is a better offensive player than Marcus Smart. Offensive.
Yes.
I'm not going to give Terry Rozier won't touch Marcus Smart on defense. But
no, of course not. Like we may joke around the fact that he doesn't play a lot of defense, but the simple fact, like, I would definitely take Marcus Smart as one of the defenders because he's not going to back down. Two, he's snappy enough, like Stephen Jackson. Like Stephen Jackson, like he's just going to piss you off at some point in time. Like
he's like a Stephen Jackson, Scottie Pippen hybrid. If you mash those two together and put them in a guard.
Yeah.
In the aspect of
height-wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the aspect of Scottie Pippen will lock anybody up. Marcus Smart will lock anybody up. But Scottie Pippen, like, he talked trash, but it wasn't like he wasn't trying to get under your skin. He was just telling you what was happening.
Yeah. He wasn't like a Rasheed Wallace or like a Ben Wallace that was like, oh man, your old lady looking nice today.
In all honesty, like if you put Marcus Smart on the Bad Boys of Detroit, he would look like he belonged there.
He might honestly be the nicest guy there. You'd be like,
he'd be the nicest guy, but like you still don't want to choose him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay, that makes sense. Props out to Marcus Smart. I'm sorry if we keep trying to trade you and Brad Stevens away.
Back to the passing really quick.
Yes. Also,
Marcus Smart.
Wait. So really quick, because we went off the trail talking about your unhealthy amount of Celtics podcast. So tackle fall overall, your whole point of tackle fall is that you're learning how to be a shooter. He's learning how to be.
Yeah.
He's learning footwork, shooter, how to dance into it. So he'll be like an upgrade to Don Maker, to where they try to make Don Maker look around Giannis. That cat loves you.
No,
I'm gonna say
he's just knocking things out.
Yeah, because he's hungry.
My bad. My cat just like
you're good.
Ham. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say like, don't Taco Fall and Thon Maker is comparing an apple to an orange.
Not necessarily.
How many shots do you see Taco Fall attempting from three?
Dude, if he takes more than 2 in practice, I'll be worried. I'm not gonna lie. But he was he was a decent shooter. Was that Bobo? No, it was Bobo. Bobo was a shooter. Bobo's a shooter. Taco Fall just gets dunked on.
Taco Fall's just obscenely large.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If I see Taco Fall taking anything other than in a dunk or like a floater or like a little shimmy, I'd be worried.
Bro,
because aside from the fact
I gotta find a video
rebound,
for you.
Send it to me offline. I'm gonna be able to put it into it.
I will. This Taco Fall actually has a pretty nice baby hook.
So you telling me the Taco Fall is able to go into his bag and kill it? He's gonna go.
He can post. Now, would I say like post him up 4 or 5 times a game? No. Especially on the Celtics. Like, you have way better options out there than Taco Fall posting it up. But so I mean, if we're saying it's like 8 minutes left, garbage time, throw it into Taco Fall, give the fans free tacos. Like,
Didn't even give this man any minutes in the second or third quarter when the game was about to be over. They put him garbage time. 8 minutes left. They're playing the Chicago Bulls, and Zach LaVine is having an off night. By the way, to the dear basketball fans, can we stop hating on Zach LaVine? We get it. He can dunk. But he's also like a walking 30, 40-pointer. Like, that's it. Like, that is what he does from day one.
He's a bad man.
Yeah, he's going to shoot lights out. Like, he never gets any credit because, one, he plays for Minnesota. And, yeah, he played for Minnesota, so that's it, right? And then he gets traded to the Chicago Bulls, which is not anything better. But this man has dropped like 30, 40 points. He have done windmills mid-air, dunked it twice while shooting a three. Like, why do we put some respect on the boy Zach? What was that? Zach LaVine? This is real quick. But regardless, what were we talking about? Tackle fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna play in the NBA. I mean, he's gonna be out by like year 3. I love experiments.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, I've never said he's gonna maintain a roster slot. Like, the only reason he's playing is because the league expanded the roster this year for COVID.
That's true. But like actually, I don't wait. Let me backtrack because that makes me seem like an asshole when I say that tackle fall. Like, what I mean is that due to like his skill level and his limited skill level, because he is limited at the end of the day, he might be 7'8", but his footwork needs a lot more footwork. Smaller, quicker guys are gonna put the wheels on him, and I'm not gonna lie, man, but I would hate to see a 1-on-1 of like Steph Curry with tackle fall, like playing defense. Like,
there's a reason Boston, every time he steps in on the court, goes to a 2-3 zone. And the other thing I'd like to point out is that entire game, like, he may have had a good plus minus and looked good and everything. I want you to go back and look at that and tell me how many times Taco Fall left the dunker spot.
After this, I'm gonna play the highlights in the background while we're going to it. Let me see. Let me see if I look at my banner concept. Oh yeah, rookies in tracking. We can take a break from Michael's Unhealthy Celtics podcast. We can talk about the NBA rookies. Your boy Peyton Pritchard, beasting it at being a rookie. Anthony Edwards, still nobody's. How come nobody's talking about Anthony Edwards? So dude is a beast. LaMelo Ball had like back-to-back triple doubles, or
youngest player to ever have a triple double.
Yeah, congratulations, buddy.
Yeah,
you played for the Hornets.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Is that too soon? Are we too? Is it too soon to start hitting on the Hornets? Or like, I love the fact that we did great for a week, but I'm pretty sure.
I think the Hornets next year, depending on how they pull free agents off, could actually be a worthy team to watch outside of just watching LaMelo.
You know who I had really lots of hope for was Devontae Graham after his amazing season last year.
The Kansas boy that everybody forgets comes from Kansas.
He didn't know how to shoot his first 2 years. Am I the only person that's like really freaked out with this man? Just like,
I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't know who he was.
Because he was with the Kansas team with what's his name, Perry. He was some power forward center. He didn't make it very far in NBA, unfortunately. But he was decent. Like, he learned how to shoot for a year, and then he's gone now. So
I don't know how this is. I have a question regarding Peyton Pritchard.
Yes.
Because I've seen that this vote's been going on for about 9 days now, give or take.
Yes.
What do you think his nickname should be?
For Pritchard?
Yeah. I'll throw out the ones that are out there.
I don't think we should name him just yet. I feel like we should like.
Jason Tatum already did.
Who?
Jason Tatum already gave him his nickname.
What did he name him?
He named him P Rabbit.
P Rabbit.
In reference to 8 Mile.
Yeah, you reference to like 8 Mile. We got B Rabbit. We got P Rabbit. Oh
Anyway.
my god.
Off topic. Let's go
Yeah,
back
we're
to
going.
rookies.
We're going. Just gonna go. That's really funny though. The locker room probably should have never left.
Bad
P
pun,
Rabbit.
ready? Bad pun. We're going too far down the rabbit hole here.
Yeah. Too soon. So this is the standing for the rookies leading. I think this is points per game leading into it. Anthony Edwards, 12.5. Had a drop off from he was averaging 20 first couple games, which is normal. Rookies coming out into it, hitting a bit of a slump. Tyrese Halliburton, who's another rookie nobody's talking about. People should
he's
be.
in Sacramento.
That is also true behind De'Aaron Fox. Did you see that dunk De'Aaron Fox did on the homie?
Oh,
That's disrespectful.
yeah.
Why doesn't De'Aaron Fox have a higher car value? I feel because in Sacramento.
He's in Sacramento, and also he has he's fun to watch, but
Yeah.
what are we really getting out of it? Is he really bringing a whole lot out there besides being fun to watch? He's not translating into anything.
Dude, he plays for Sacramento, man. You take whatever you get. You have to take whatever you get. So as of right now, they got that. LaMelo Ball, Mr. Triple Double.
I would like to say about LaMelo, we need to stop calling him Melo.
Yeah, I don't call him Melo. It's LaMelo. If you call him Melo, it's respectful to the real Melo that's out there.
Yeah, the future Hall of Famer. Yeah,
the future Hall of Famer. I mean, don't get me wrong. LaMelo might make it there. But at this point in time, first of all, bro, please get through a season. I'm happy that you got a couple of triple doubles, which honestly, in the team that you play for the team that you play for, where you play for it, it's really not that hard. You are already 6'10". You don't really have a center. You're kind of the point guard. You're the best player in your team coming off the bench because you're precious right now. They don't want you to get hurt. They want you to slow down into it. And they don't really have anybody else around you.
Their two best players around him are PJ Washington and Gordon Hayward. And
Gordon Hayward, you can't push him too hard either. I like Hayward.
I mean, he broke a finger in a preseason game.
Right. So, I like Hayward. I don't want to talk on him because I feel I just sound rude when I talk about Hayward, right? Tessie's over here.
I sound like a hater, but I actually like the guy.
You can leave a comment and it'll pop up right here. I'll show it. Tessie's going to leave a comment pretty much for fun. We're rookies tracking. We have Tyrese Maxey, who I really hoped was going to be in the trade to Houston because his overall, as a player, the dude, he's going to ball out. And Sixers need to realize that Thibault could play defense and Shake Milton.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a loose cannon. But Tyrese Maxey probably has the highest upside for it.
I would honestly, even right now, if I had to choose, I would take Tyrese Maxey because I feel like his floor right now is higher than Shake Milton's ceiling.
Damn, Shake, do you hear that?
And that makes me sound like a hater, but Shake Milton's the dude who also handed my Celtics an L. So,
I like Shake Milton. Actually, I don't like Shake Milton. I like him because he can ball out, right? But at the same time, I feel like his small sample of games in which he did ball out did go to his head, and he wanted to do too much, and I don't think that helped him as a player. Didn't help his team. It's not really helping his whole situation. He
forgot that he's playing with Ben Simmons and Embiid.
Yeah, Ben Simmons is only averaging 12.6 points per game.
Dude, yeah. Don't even get me started on Ben Simmons right now.
I mean, we can give the podcast another 21 more minutes into it. We'll go for a total of 90 minutes for it. Nana, can we get 20 more minutes of the podcast? Is that okay? Okay, so our sponsor said that we can have 21 more minutes of the podcast to go into it. She said it was okay, so if she says it was okay, we're going to go for it right now. Are we over Ben Simmons? Real quick. I know we're talking about rookies, but he's kind of like a rookie. He didn't really step up from his game.
He's on his fifth rookie year.
Yeah, he hasn't really. Also, he hasn't improved his game. Like,
No.
tell me,
So-
in what 5 years? Holy, yeah, it's been 5 years, right?
Yeah.
In 5 years, how has Ben Simmons improved his ball game?
So no, because he hasn't.
No.
I saw an interesting article. I saw an interesting article about Ben Simmons. You're gonna be. I actually want your opinion on this first.
Okay.
Right now,
Yeah.
would you take Jaylen Brown or Ben Simmons? Because they were drafted in the same year.
Is that like a trick question? Are you?
No, I'm being honest.
Are you throwing some disrespect and shade at me?
No.
Are we new friends? Did we just meet? This is disrespectful. I've even Tessa's out here like, did he just offend you? He asked me if I would take Ben Simmons or Jaylen Brown, which is completely and entirely like, it's disrespectful.
Okay.
Like, it's not okay. Why do you really think at any point in time I would take Ben Simmons to do anything? Not really in that sense, but not to sound like that bad. But like, if I had to choose any soccer player over Ben Simmons, I would choose Ronaldo over. Like, I would choose Messi. Yeah. So no, I can't.
The reason this gets brought up is one player hasn't even made an All-Star game, and the other one's made an All-NBA team. So now the flip side of that is, and this was the whole point of the article. I don't remember who wrote it. It was somebody from Bleacher Report, I think.
Oh, Bleacher Report is being slacking for it.
Bleacher Report has some good articles, and then other ones are like, gosh, but that's beside the point. Anyway,
Abel's here to pick up his the box.
The whole article was Jaylen Brown has improved every year he's been in the league. When he was drafted, no one thought he could shoot. All he could do was dunk. He couldn't dribble.
All right, give me
this year.
All right, give me 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta go take over something outside of Abel, and I'm gonna come right back. Okay.
You're good. Why is the computer charger plugged in still? If it's not, can you?
You done?
I gotta take this outside to Abel.
Oh.
Really quick.
You just left him like that?
Yeah, Francis likes to do people dirty like that. Ben Simmons.
I guess Abel left. All right, thank you. We're back. Thank you for the commercial breaks. Sorry, sponsor breaks. Okay.
So Ben Simmons.
Okay, real quick. I hate when like scouts tell you things about players that I don't know. But Jaylen Brown has never been a number one option for any team, right?
Yeah.
But that was never his role. His role has always been to be the guy behind Jason Tatum. It's like you brought two people to the party, right?
Yeah.
But really, what you really wanted was for Jason Tatum to come, but he will only come if Jaylen Brown will come, right? They feed off each other so well that they feed off each other so well. Like you're talking like they're like almost like twin brothers, right? And if anybody would pick Ben Simmons over Jaylen Brown, like we're not friends anymore. Like I would go through my Facebook friend list right now.
Anyway, so the whole point of the article is it's not the fact that like Ben Simmons can't improve. It's just he won't. He puts zero effort into it.
I agree.
And what makes it even funnier is like Joel Embiid is a 30% 3-point shooter.
Yes, and Joel
Somewhere in
Embiid has made plenty of improvements, and he's still willing to make improvements, not just offensively, but also defensively. Why do you think that they don't really need to, put a center out there with them, right? What they put a hybrid small forward, power forward, so that way they can switch off and play off each other. The thing with Al Horford, it wasn't that Al Horford they didn't mesh together, and with Tobias Harris, it's like you still need offense. You're playing versus teams that are averaging so many more points than you are. You need offense. You need Tyrese Maxey. That's really what you need. And shooting, yeah. You don't need Shake Milton, kind of. But
with the Al Horford thing, if you kept Al Horford, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, and then got rid of Ben Simmons and inserted another point guard, I mean, who can we put out there?
Dame Lillard, James Harden, Victor Oladipo, Chris Paul.
Let's use
Holiday.
We'll use, just for the sake of the argument, a player who isn't, as hang on, who isn't as
hey, we got
established as Chris Paul.
Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the IntheBox Collection stream to our second viewer of the day.
Paul anywhere.
Huh? Yeah.
And he's gonna make it better.
No
matter where he goes.
Who?
Chris Paul.
Oh yeah,
so we're not gonna use Chris Paul.
No, that's true. Yeah. That's unfair.
Let's throw De'Aaron Fox in there.
Yes.
We'll even keep Danny Green as a starting shooting guard, which he's not anymore.
I mean, honestly, I like Danny Green. I think the guy's great. I think he has a really good personality. I feel like he was never like a point guard. I felt like he was always
I'm saying shooting guard. So I'm giving you a starting five of De'Aaron Fox,
Danny Green, Tobias Harris,
Al Horford,
and
Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid. Well, so we're putting back Al Horford back into the mix, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's would have definitely. Yeah, I got them winning. I got them beating the Bucks. Honestly,
that the whole reason the Al Horford experiment didn't work was Ben Simmons. Not even that he can't shoot. His inability to take a shot.
And that's my problem with him. It's not the fact that he can't shoot. Man, a lot of players in the NBA cannot shoot. Yeah. We can go through a huge list of players that cannot shoot. And there were players that got better shooting. Ricky Rubio is a perfect example. Jason Kidd back in the day.
Rondo.
Yeah, Rondo. Rondo found his jump shot out of nowhere. Man, I can't. There's so many players in the NBA. I cannot just go out there and name one player.
Yeah, it's one of those
But you take the shot. That's it. Just take the shot. You don't have to make it. You just toss it.
If you hit 3 out of 10, that's a bad shooting percentage.
But you know what? That number 3 or that number 1, I mean, you could hit one. What's his name? Kelly Oubre Jr. just hit a 3. He missed the first 105.
He was shooting 6 of 49 or something. If you subtracted his 3-point shooting from the Warriors went from 26th 3-point percentage to 8th.
Yeah, that's my problem with Ben Simmons. I don't care.
Anyway,
and we all play basketball. We all, we don't want to shoot sometimes. We have a night off. But you know what? We'll take the shot.
Yeah.
We're not asking him to build a rocket and do some magic trick and pull the carpet, a flying carpet. We just get anywhere. It doesn't even have to be a 3. It could be a mid-range jump shot.
That's not within 10 feet.
Yeah, and so that's my problem with Ben Simmons. Jaylen Brown is a beast. I always thought Jaylen Brown was a beast. Jaylen Brown, he is not a number 1 guy. He's a number 2 guy. He's the guy that you want. Jaylen Brown is a dog, and a dog is gonna bite you. Like, dude is
poke him too many times. He's gonna bitch. He's gonna get you.
Yeah, like that first year that Kyrie Irving was there and the Celtics made the playoffs, thanks to the lack of leadership by Kyrie Irving, not being there, or like his great leadership by not being there.
Right.
That team with Scary Terry, with Jaylen Brown, with Jason Tatum, with Horford. I think Theus was there. I mean, that was like, you want to go?
Light bulb.
Oh, light bulb? Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah.
Dude, we were just bashing on Kyrie Irving's leadership, but you just pointed out he knows how to be the best leader of all. He knows how it went to not be there.
Exactly. That team was successful, right?
So
man.
I'm going to loop this back around to a rookie because I want your opinion on someone. No.
Don't ask me about any more nicknames for rookies.
No, I'm not going to bring that up.
All right, thank God. That was
so.
That was wrong, right? P Rabbit.
I had to set you up like you set me up.
That's true. Okay.
So, where do you think Obi Toppin's going to sit here amongst the rookie leaders?
I really like Obi Toppin, and I really hate the fact that Mitchell Robinson stopped fouling. Don't get me wrong, Mitchell, but last year you were out in the first quarter, and that was the view for Obi Toppin. That's where he was going to come in and shine. And now that Mitchell Robinson is out here learning how to play without fouling, like,
dude, you're not going to find Obi Toppin on the list. I don't think he's played yet because he injured his right calf.
Oh, he got injured too?
He injured his right calf in the final preseason game.
Maybe I'm giving way too much credit to Mitchell Robinson. I'm pretty sure that I swear to God, no, he played a couple games. Oh, he played 1 game. I think Obi Toppin I think he should be up there. I think for the Knicks, they need Obi Toppin to succeed. They have to stop paying free agents, honestly.
So,
but come on, Obi. I thought maybe I was giving too much credit to Mitchell Robinson. I thought I just seen him play. I thought last time I watched the Knicks, I thought that he was there. I might be tripping though. But
I think the way for Toppin to make his way into the Rookie of the Year conversation involves a Julius Randle trade.
They're not going to trade Julius Randle, and Tom Thibodeau is making magic with that team. Like, the Tom Thibodeau is an amazing coach. They finally have a real coach. Like, don't get me wrong, I want Obi Toppin to succeed, but Julius Randle also deserves a chance. Unless he's going to go to Utah for Bogdanovic, whatever his name is.
Bogdanovic, who you hate.
Yeah, I hate that guy, but bring him to the Knicks because the Knicks are still going to suck regardless. Take Julius Randle to the Jazz so that way when I go see the Jazz, they will probably be better. So, I hate Bogdanovic, man. I just don't like his game. I don't. Never mind. Obi Toppin, he's not a complicated case. He can make his way to the Rookie of the Year contest. Also, he plays for the Knicks, so minutes should not be a problem. Congratulations to Mitchell Robinson to learning how to play the ball game without fouling. At the same time, Obi Toppin, what's his timeline? I really thought that he had been playing, which it makes sense why his card value has not risen up as much as I expected it. But he's available for Wednesday for next event, but coach will not commit, saying the rookie will play. All right. So also Obi Toppin is not going to be your star player either. Dude is going to be he's going to do dirty work, and that's what he's there for, right? He's going to do dirty work. He's going to hype people up. Like that's what he's there for. He's going to do what Mitchell Robinson cannot do, which is play smart without fouling. Really, he doesn't really have anybody to set him up. I like Elfrid Payton. I like the squad. I don't think that there's very much hope for it. The only way that Obi Toppin is going to be able to do it is that if they completely entirely run him and RJ Barrett as the main two people with the offense. That's it. Which I don't see why not, but it doesn't help. Like, he shouldn't try to aim for Rookie of the Year. He should just try to improve and get the Knicks to whatever the halfway point of 72, which is what, 36, 36?
Yeah.
And right now they're 2 games under par. Obi Toppin should be that guy. Like his goal should be, hey, 36, 36, that's a winning season. You know what? 30, 42, it's a winning season for them.
I mean,
They're not
let's
going to
be honest. The 8th seed in the East is probably going to have a losing record.
I'm still mad about the Washington Redskins. Don't even bring that up. Man, it's like Miami Heat needs to step it up. We'll take, yeah.
Miami, they messed up, dude. Like,
Why do you?
Jay Crowder he may not be a glam guy, but he's a glue guy.
He was. Now they don't have a glue guy and Bam Adebayo. Precious Achiuwa. He's going to be the new glue guy for Miami.
Yeah, but it's gonna take him about a year to figure it out.
Yeah, but he's doing way better than Bam Adebayo, so he has that going for him.
Well, I mean, he also didn't sign a max contract. Look at the last center that signed a max contract for Miami. Please, Bam, do not turn out like him.
I mean, I like Bam. Miami got to stop giving out centers max contracts. How about we start off with that? How to fix Miami? Let's not give a center a max contract. Let's bring it down to like a small forward, power forward. Jay Crowder is undervalued. I mean, Mark Cuban still regrets that he traded away Jay Crowder. He was the victim with the Cavaliers. Should have never been there. The Celtics still miss him. With the Miami Heat, he was completely and entirely like amazing. The Utah Jazz did not know what to do with them. They just they knew that when he was there, like things were great, and now they have a missing piece. So,
like Utah always has good defense, but they never have that guy. Like they never have the guy who's going to be like, "Watch this, I'm going to get under your skin."
Ooh, no, they never will. I think that's more like a Salt. Like I don't think that's their.
That's a Salt Lake thing.
Yeah, I don't think that's what they want to bring in.
And that's why Jay Crowder didn't fit.
In Miami, he did great though. In Miami, I don't know why they did that. Like in Miami, it makes sense why he was there. Like when that team came out, you had Jimmy, you had Joe. What's up, bro? We're gonna come talk some NBA hoops with us. Did your mom not give you the chocolate milk? No? You wanna come on camera? Come here, bro. No, I don't want to go give you that stuff. I know, bro. Life's rough for like a 2-year-old.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, life is just rough, man. We trying to get him. We trying to feed him. He doesn't want to be fed. Trying to change his diaper. He doesn't want to change his diaper. Like we're doing.
Dude, that's like my kid. So my kid, he's hungry.
Yeah.
And he's holding the spoon upside down, but rather than you helping him with the spoon, take the spoon to help him, he throws the biggest fit ever.
Yeah.
Papi.
My boy, little Lucas over here, he's having the James Harden treatment. He just wants to be traded. He's
demanding a trade for new parents.
Yeah, he's demanding a trade for new parents. We're like, that's not gonna fix the problem, buddy. Why don't you just eat your food so we can, like, I don't know, go back to watching Coco for the 3rd time today?
Oh.
All right, man. So, since Lucas is over here, he's trying to have his final note of it. This is lovely. Man, he makes me want to have more kids. Maybe the next one will be a little bit nicer and more appreciative.
I'm with you as the dad.
It's like we do everything. We do everything for this little 2-year-old. And he's no. I'm so happy we didn't go to DC, by the way. I'm really happy.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be great. It smells like poop, right? That the 2nd or 3rd today?
2nd.
Ooh. Only 2 poops today. We may have a late nighter.
Uh-oh.
Well, on the next IntheBox Collection, did Lucas poop in the middle of the night? Indeed, we changed him. I tried to get out of it last time. Like last time he did it, I was like, no, he's good. Yeah, but we changed him. So let's end this on NBA hoops. We'll bring it all together. I'm like, people are gonna watch it like think I'm a horrible parent. Like, no, I'm not a horrible parent. Like, this is great.
CPS is gonna be knocking on your door.
Yeah, like hey, what are you doing, man? Are you live streaming your kid's crying? Like he's not really crying. Like, look at him, he's fine now. He's like, yeah, he's like whatever. He's 2. Yeah. He's having fun. Way too much fun. Plus we like fed him so much chocolate. So he's about to dirty your laptop, by the way. I'm gonna take this. Yeah, he grabbed the spoon. Speaking of the spoon, he grabbed the spoon. Thank you, everybody who's watching IntheBox Collection. Shout out to Andrew, Bubblegum Leather. We're at the 1:30, 90-minute into it. Let's take a minute. I'll run through all the stickers. We'll give off our closing statements on them. Ready?
How do you want to end this? Like,
yeah, man. We'll run through like a little summary of everything that we talked about.
all right.
And then we'll do like 10, 15 seconds on it. Just 1 or 3 words for it. Ready?
All right.
Speed round. Get it. Block. You go first, then I'll go.
One of the worst trades recently. If you are the Brooklyn Nets, like flashback to Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce.
Oh yeah, you were here for that. You were here when we were talking about it, right?
Yeah.
And I
yeah,
brought up the
I was
pictures. Yeah.
listening.
Yeah. I brought up the pictures. Like, I brought it up, the pictures. I would see. Let me see if I can share the. I would share the picture because I have it still. It was a beautiful concept. Where is my presentation? Never mind. Not even going to try it. It's it's over. It's gone. Wait, did it? Click on the screen. Yeah, didn't even worry about it. Nah, don't even worry about it. We are good. Yeah. But you know what? I'm just gonna set what he said. Exactly what you said. And speaking of Andrew's behalf, he is really happy that Victor Oladipo is out of Indiana, and he gets Caris LeVert. So, shout out Bubblegum Leather. All right, ready? All right, who won the trade? Obviously, not the Nets. Christian Wood. The Pacers won it. Caris LeVert. LeBron won the trade.
Everybody not named Brooklyn won the trade.
Is that why JC got out? He's like, man, you guys cannot be fixed. I'm out of here.
Right?
I'm gonna clip the closing statements for it. Okay, on to the next one. Rookies tracking. But the boy P Rabbit in the house. That's not a good name. They need to kill him.
I like Fast PP better, but
what is it?
Fast PP.
Okay, so Anthony Edwards is doing great. LaMelo got some triple doubles. Obi Toppin should be making his return. James Wiseman should be at the top of the class, but into it. We're looking forward to Tyrese Maxey doing great things for his life. What's next for the NBA move and who will move? Oh, we did not talk about who will move.
What's next for the NBA? I mean, we continue, except for we're going to watch the Nets struggle to make 3 ball-dominant players work.
Is Kyrie going to play? Is Kyrie going to be in the move? It's really what the question is.
Probably.
All right. And last, one and added, the Michael's Unhealthy Tomato Celtics podcast insight. What do you have to say about that for yourself, sir?
I mean, all I got to say is the Celtics, we basically were playing with a G League team if we had to play, but NBA health and safety protocols are like, nope, we want the Lakers and Celtics on top of the conferences.
I really like how you try to turn something so negative into a positive and like fail. And as you were talking, you could hear yourself like, this is not, this should not be this way.
I mean,
like,
my lovely wife's over here making fun of me too. So
Tess is like, oh, she's playing with Lucas who grabbed the spoon and he didn't want to be fed, but he just wants to eat by himself. I don't even know. Honestly, as a parent, my job is to make sure that there's food in the fridge and that whenever his belly, whenever he wants to eat, but like, what? No,
you're struggling with this thought, man.
Well, I'm watching my son, which is like what I do. Like, honestly, like, my way of like being a parent is I just watch my kids. I just watch what they do, and I get to know them. And then when my wife gets home from her day job, and I'm a trophy husband, right? So like when my wife gets home, I make bets with her. And I'm like, hey, how much do you want to bet that he is going to, I don't know, take the food, put it on the floor, and then eat it from there? And she's like, he's not going to do that. And I'm like, okay. I'm over here counting my Vegas odds for it. And that's, I mean, how many, okay, Tessie, how many bets have you lost when it comes to our kids? Really?
How many Yankee Puff have you lost?
It's not the point. So,
how many cars have you bought lately?
Dude, we don't talk about that, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Well, no, I'm saying that's probably how many bets she's lost lately.
Well, she loses bets on the kids, but she like wins every other bet that we make. Like, I have won like 6 bets against her, but that's because like I cheated. It's not fair. The bets that I win against my wife, I have cheated my way into winning a bet. Like I already knew the result. And then she like wins everything. I don't even know. That's why she opens up the pack for IntheBox Collection. Michael's your unhealthy amount of Celtics podcast insight. I would tell you again, buddy. I really like the Celtics. I really want Brad Stevens and Mike Malone to switch jobs. I don't know what the deal is with Taco Fall. I would never understand it. I really like the daydream fantasy concept of making him a shooter. Then I might confuse him with Don Maker, who is playing for Cleveland.
I think he's in Detroit.
Detroit? I don't
Pretty
know.
sure Don Maker's in Detroit.
Yeah, how's he doing over there?
Hi,
Sitting on the pine.
Cool. So yeah. But overall, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate Andrew for hopping in into it. I don't know if he's watching now. He might be. Thank you guys for watching the Box Collection. We will try to make this happen more often because honestly, man, the crazy thing about it is like I'm gonna post this on YouTube and I'm gonna post this everywhere. And so we're gonna be like, yo, man, you guys want to have, you guys have to do it again. So ask your wife, and I want to thank your wife for letting you come on the podcast. Thank you very much. Thank you to my wife for letting me come on the podcast. I love you so much, baby. Thank you for paying all my bills. And I'm a trophy husband, man. People be like, what do you do for a living? I'm like, I work from home. So works out.
No, it's been a blast, man. Like anytime you want me to join in, let me know.
I'll let you know, man. This is IntheBox Collection. This is my personal podcast, Francis. We'll talk about pretty much whatever comes to mind, and for the most part, we'll just be on Twitch, just kind of hanging out. Deuces. I'm going to end the broadcast now.